They got
Perfect
their head.
segue.
They got their head kicked. They got their head kicked in one game down at Florida, and quite frankly, boys, they were due because they were beating the. They were beating the brakes off everybody. Louisville by 22. They beat Virginia by 22. Baylor they thumped by 15. Miami 13. Syracuse 26. Hold on, and then they beat Arkansas by 24. Then they got thumped. And you put your tail between your legs, you take one, and that's fine. If they lost their first game on January 7th, they haven't gone anywhere. They just had a really bad shooting night in a tough place to play in the O-Dome. The whole place smells like a freaking swimming pool. So like it's a hard place to play.
Does it?
No, it does. The swimming pool's in the arena, so I'm not like talking out of turn here. Their competitive swim team is in the same place. That's the reason it smells like a swimming pool. It smells like chlorine. It's humid as hell in there. It's true.
I am not talking about.
I believe you. This is why we love having you on the show. This is why we need
you guys got to get to Gainesville.
I believe. No. Listen.
Where else would you get insight like that? You would never get insight like that anywhere other than Field of 68 After Dark from Terrence Oglesby. That's it. The only place in the world.
I believe you. But at 11:46 p.m. Eastern time tonight, the people that are still awake can appreciate this. I am not touching or talking about the Florida swim team. Tennessee won at Texas 74-70. Rob, what was your biggest takeaway on the Volunteers finding a way in Austin?
That they did it on a night when Chaz Lanier did not look like All-American Chaz Lanier. And it's the second time in a week that he didn't look like the guy that he was for the first 6 weeks of the season. And I don't know if that's a concern, because I don't think Tennessee can be what they need to be or what we want them to be without Chaz Lanier being the level that he was for the first 2 months of the season. Even with Zakai Ziegler playing the way that he did, even with some of the other pieces they have, like I think that they need Chaz Lanier to be All-American caliber Chaz Lanier to be able to hit that level. So that was my big takeaway. I know that Rick Barnes, you sent a quote in our group chat, Finn. I don't know if you have it in front of you, but Rick Barnes did comment on that after the game, right? He almost pulled him for not shooting.
Okay, so here we go. He sure did after this game. Rick Barnes, after the win. Come on and find this on your stupid.
Real quick, while you're looking for it, I'll just say
here it is. Here it is on Chaz Lanier. On Chaz Lanier, he says, Rick Barnes blunt about taking Chaz Lanier out after not doing what he's quote paid to do. Barnes, I told him, I said, Tio, I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. If you're not going to do what you're getting paid to do, you sit over here, because he's getting paid to do that. I mean, Rick Barnes said what a lot of coaches are thinking, Terrence.
He's got some charm to him to where he laughed after he said it. So it was like, I guess it's okay. So to me, it is okay. I got no problem with what he said.
Yeah.
There's a fifth-year guy. He's getting paid a lot of money, had an off game, impact the game in other ways. Yeah. Or park it over there. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Simple as that. I'm also, look, he's in a bit of a rut right now. He's being scouted out. They're really defending him. And they're just sitting on him, and they're like, well, if you can get all the way to the cup and finish over people, we're going to live with that. None of these 1-2 dribble pull-ups or what you're accustomed to. We're going to make you do other things. So that's that. Tennessee wins in the Rick Barnes Bowl. Good for him. Look what he's done at Tennessee, and look what Texas has done over the last X amount of years. Just saying. Kind of been the same thing. Look what Shaka Spart's done up at Marquette. Look what's happening. I don't know that Texas has enough firepower, not named Trey Johnson, to make the NCAA tournament. They're 0-3 in league.
I agree.
And they're going to have to turn things around if I'm Longhorn fans, because that Moody Center is going to be bumping. But we all know that's a bit of a front-running crowd. Like, if you're losing, there ain't anybody in there.
Basketball.
So that's going to be tough. Yeah, in basketball.
Yeah. I will just say I think that they have the firepower. I don't think that they have anybody that makes it easy for that firepower. They got a bunch of guys that can go out and create shots and are tough shot makers. And the problem is, if you're a team with a bunch of tough shot makers and you don't have anyone that can give you like easy buckets, then you run into a situation where you can kind of have a night like they did tonight. I don't know if you could play better than Texas did against that Tennessee defense with the way that they play, and you took a loss at home.